Hey folks, Jay here, aka Grey Dog, and today we're talking about the Garmin Instinct 3 Tactical AMOLED, the big 50mm version. This isn't some brand new launch anymore, so instead of doing a boring spec dump, I'm going to go straight into 8 reasons to buy and 4 reasons to skip it, because that's what you're actually wanting to know if you're considering buying this thing. Before I get into it, any links that I include in the description are likely to be affiliate links. They don't cost you any extra to use them, but they definitely help out the channel. Sometimes I do get things sent to me for review, but quite often I end up buying them out of the channel's budget, much like I did with this Instinct 3 Tactical that I'm talking about today. So when you buy through my links, it helps me get more cool products to review for you. Remember, using those links does not cost you any extra, and I go out of my way to make sure that I get you the best deals that I can find, as well as any coupon codes I can score. So check those for your best prices on any product you're looking to buy. Now, reasons to buy this watch. 1, it is built like a tank. It is really Garmin's G-Shock with a brain. If you grew up wearing G-Shocks or you like them, then this one's kind of a no-brainer. It's the watch that survives the apocalypse, and this is Garmin's version of that. I may be the only reviewer out there comparing this to the G-Shock, but it seems really obvious to me. I don't know. The Instinct 3 Tactical is unapologetically rugged, angular, chunky, and tough. But unlike a G-Shock, this thing actually knows your heart rate variability, sleep stages, recovery score, VO2 max, training readiness, and all those things that you probably care about. It's like the G-Shock Kids upgrade path into a real sport watch. If you want a watch that feels indestructible but still tells you something meaningful about your training, this is your bridge. Secondly, you actually see these on cops, soldiers, and first responders. Guys, I see Instincts every single day at work. Deputies, cops, military folks, firefighters, you name it. This line of watches is everywhere in real-world duty environments. And the tactical version of this fits directly into that world. With one button, you get access to your current lat long and MGRS. You get one button access to altimeter, barometer, and compass. There is a night vision mode. There is a stealth mode. There's a kill switch, which is basically just a quicker access to a factory reset, but nevertheless, it's cool. It's a kill switch. Jump master, dual position GPS. Actually, I'm sorry, dual band, I think 6 satellite GPS. It's pretty strong. Applied ballistic support if you pay the unlock fee. And then guys, I think you could chuck this thing off a building, run over with a car. It just keeps going. It is incredibly durable. I want to say it's like 100 meters of water resistance, impact resistant, you name it. Now, guys, I got the AMOLED version, and when it comes to AMOLED and MIP, it really kind of causes a lot of stir, but I like AMOLED. And guys, this is the best display an Instinct has ever had. It's not the hugest, but it's bright, it's crisp, it's readable, it's fast, and it's big. I've been wearing it for weeks now, and it's easily visible in every lighting scenario. And guys, I like the default watch face. I switched them out a couple of times and I just went back to the default. Back to the MIP thing versus AMOLED, I know that debate's still raging and I'm not going to stop it or settle it. But for those of you who appreciate the brightness of the AMOLED, guys, this is an excellent rendition of it. And if you'd rather get the solar or MIP, it's still available all day long. Speaking of the solar and MIP, guys, even with AMOLED, even with AMOLED, the battery life is excellent. I know the solar MIP is like the ultimate weeks and possibly even infinite. But guys, with the AMOLED Tactical, I'm getting 2 weeks easily. And that's with normal usage, including workouts, almost every day, GPS activities on most of them. When I walk the dogs, I fire up the GPS. Not like I need it because I'm walking the same spot. But guys, for an AMOLED watch, 2 weeks is insane endurance. And I'm using the always on display. I'm not turning things off. I'm turning everything on. Now guys, when it comes to GPS, heart rate variability, and training metrics, Garmin has the best out there, and you get all of that with this watch. Amazing GPS. I would argue world-beating GPS. Real heart rate variability, training readiness, body battery. I think the sleep tracking on Garmin's is good. It gets kind of panned in some other venues, but I like it. And obviously when it comes to running, lifting, sport modes, I think Garmin's ecosystem gives you useful and actionable data. Now, if you have an upgrade, if you're considering an upgrade, if you have an Instinct 1, I got to tell you, if you got an Instinct 1, I'd buy this right now. All day, every day. The feature set is better, much more modern, and it is an excellent watch. Display's better, battery's better, sensors better, features better. If you're on Instinct 2, then it depends. If the AMOLED upgrades appeal to you, then that's a meaningful jump. If you're going to stay with a MIP display and you've already got like a 2X Tactical or similar, I don't know that I'd be in such a big hurry to jump on this. Guys, when it's on sale, the price to performance sweet spot is there. Even with the AMOLED Tactical, biggest one, I got mine for less than 500 bucks on an early Black Friday deal. At that price, guys, I think it crushes. Now, if you don't need or want the Tactical version, the other varieties are even more affordable and getting more so by the day. Oh, and before I forget to mention it, the built-in flashlight, and there's green, and we can go all the way up in intensity. The built-in flashlight, shockingly useful, guys. I really didn't think that I would use a watch flashlight as much as I do. When I first picked up a watch with it, I considered it gimmicky, but now I consider it almost mandatory. And guys, this gives you white light with multiple brightness levels, a green low output mode on the Tactical version. If you get the non-Tactical version, it's red, but either way, it's a nice dim, doesn't mess with night vision. You can set this to where if you're running after dusk or you're outdoors walking after dusk, then you can have it flash so that it ups your visibility to keep cars from running over you after dark. Like I said, the standard Instinct gives you red for green, but the idea is the same. And guys, this isn't going to replace an EDC flashlight, but for quick tasks, finding the bathroom, trying not to wake anybody up, the convenience is massive. I love having a flashlight in my pocket, but this is always on me all the time. The only other watch that I'm aware of that does a dedicated LED flashlight right now is the Amazfit T-Rex 3 Pro, but I'm not seeing it on a lot of others. Hopefully that keeps going and more manufacturers start including it. Now let's talk about reasons to skip this watch. One, there are no maps, and the watch is easily powerful enough to handle them. You just get breadcrumb navigation. You don't get topographic turn by turn, any of that stuff. Garmin is very clearly holding maps back to avoid competing with their high-end Forerunners, Fenix, Epic series. You can certainly navigate with this watch. It's certainly doable. It gives you the ability to track back, see where you've been, but you don't get the map context. 2, no touchscreen, even with AMOLED, and you can't tell me that they couldn't make a touchscreen. I think the display is beautiful on this watch. And you can touch it, but it doesn't really do anything when you touch it. Touchscreen makes scrolling, setting changes, widget navigation, workout screens, notifications, and if it had maps, so much smoother and easier to deal with. And look, Garmin makes these to where you can do all the navigation through the buttons, and I appreciate that. But sometimes I just want to scroll on the screen. And for me, this watch feels like the touchscreen is a missing piece. I have attempted to do it, and then I had to remind myself that's not going to get it. Next, it uses the older Elevate V4 sensor, not the newest tech. So the heart rate sensor on this is not the most recent generation. It's one back. And it's a decent sensor, guys. It handles steady state cardio really well. It's reliable, it's proven. On other watches I've had 2 others with the V4, they were fine, no problems. But the newer Elevate V5, which you get on like the Fenix series, especially the Fenix 8, it is better at fast heart rate transitions, intervals, better for strength training, reducing cadence lock issues, because sometimes I see cadence lock more with this one. I think it copes with sweat and wrist tension better, rep-to-rep responsiveness, all of that. I prefer the V5. The V4 is good, the V5 is better, and I wish they had included that. It's very obvious to me that Garmin has intentionally held back features to protect some of its higher-end lines. And that makes sense to me from a company standpoint. You don't want to compete with yourself if you can help it, right? That's the meta reason why this doesn't have all of those cool extra features. But if you think about it, guys, the Instinct 3 Tactical AMOLED could be a best of all worlds Garmin watch, like everything across the board. But Garmin intentionally left out maps, touchscreen, and the V5 sensor. And it's not because of durability issues, and I don't think it's because of battery limitations, and it's not because the hardware can't do it. I really think, guys, that they could have done it. But like I said, you're really cannibalizing your own product. When you do that, it's strategic. And I understand the strategy, but it still makes me sad because I can only imagine this watch with those features, it would be something else entirely. Maybe they'd have to charge more for it. And then again, we've lost another competitive reason. So I get that. Now for the final verdict. Guys, the Garmin Instinct 3 Tactical AMOLED is an easy recommendation if you want a tough, duty-ready watch with legit training data. Super rugged, extremely readable. I love the AMOLED screen on this thing. Has an awesome flashlight, and it fits perfectly into that G-Shock kind of vibe. So if that's you and you've been looking for a smartwatch or sport watch, this might be yours. Like I said before, it doesn't have maps, doesn't have a touch screen, using a slightly older heart rate sensor, but it gives you 2 weeks of battery easily, and maybe 3 if you start turning stuff off. Applied ballistic support, all the other tactical goodies if you want them or need them. And guys, I love the Garmin ecosystem. Despite me playing with other watches, I keep coming back to Garmin. So look, guys, if you're in law enforcement, military, or you just want a watch that just shrugs off any kind of abuse while still tracking everything, I think this may belong on your wrist. Guys, if you like gear videos like this one, please do those YouTube things. Every time I'm feeling down, I go and look at my subscriber count. When it goes up, you bring just a little bit of joy into my old, cold, and bitter heart. Thank you for watching. I am Jay, aka Grey Dog. Take care, stay safe, and I will talk to you soon.
Get him, Jay.
You guys are ready to help me? We're going to do some work. Are you ready for that? Are you ready?